Davon, I think there were 3 sacks, 4 sacks the other day, a bunch of quarterback pressures from the defensive line. What was different in game one? What has changed for you guys?
Just being aggressive. I feel like, we're in a lot more shape than last season. And, of course, you have to be in a lot more shape, you have the quarterback. We've just been a lot of aggressive, mixing up with the games, down to the quarterback and just, doing what Coach O told us to do.
What does he tell you to do? What has he brought that's maybe a little bit different?
And get after the quarterback. You don't want to be on film, bull rushing, like going down the middle of a guy. You want to get after, because we work every day at practice. So, you can do all that hard work at practice and you come on the game and you don't do nothing. So, it's kind of, you have to translate it to the game.
This is a pretty easy one to answer. All 4 guys being a year older seems to be a pretty big difference, too.
Yes, I see that much in our team. I was watching the offense, and I was just talking to Brandon. I was just like, I just see, he have so much confidence about the D-line, all 4 guys who's playing, being much experience and being so much ready to play.
A lot of people talk about the depth, and there's guys that have been here a while and haven't played a lot. How important is it to you guys that are starters that Greg gets in there, that Frank get in there, and they do get some experience to be able to give you a break?
Those guys are good players. Greg and Frank, it's just as important as me and Christian. And, those guys are going to play a lot of snaps. That's just what you saw. It was the first game. A lot of people sweating it was the first game. Those guys are going to play a lot of snaps. They're very talented players, and we're going to need them to back us up because, we can't play the whole game.
One guy who's still working on getting snaps is Arden. How enjoyable was that for you to be out there with him to see what he can do?
Very good player. He's going to be a very great player for the next couple of years for us, and I'm enjoying watching him, just having him on side me, just playing with me because I just see we kind of have like get off the ball because he's pretty fast off the ball. So he's going to be a very good one.
And Tayshawn and Lewis bring something, but Arden seems to be maybe in a little bit of a class by himself in what he brings.
He's just he's just a guy who when he first came in, he had the first practice. I looked at him like, this kid's something special. He's just, his hands, his get off. It's kind of remind me of a Mingo, but it might be something different. It's just something different about him. He's going to be a very great player. Working with Coach O, it's going to be something serious.